So hey my YouTubers and everyone in the world, today is April the 22nd. The time is now 10:36 a.m. So today's going to be a beautiful Monday all day, guys. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you can see more of me. Now today's topic is going to be 10 steps to protect your vibes. And as you guys know, yes, I did write the steps down because you know what? I feel like protecting your vibes is one of the most critical things that we need to do, moving forward. So we're definitely gonna get into this video right now. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. So the first step to protecting your vibe is to avoid gossip and drama. A lot of times, especially with females, from my understandings, is they like to gossip a lot, and guys too, but they like drama as well. So avoid gossip and drama because honestly speaking, there's nothing positive that comes out of it. And I believe that what you give your attention to is what you're going to draw more of in your life. So if there's some type of drama that's going on in your life, or you like to gossip and stuff, in order to be able to protect your vibe, you have to avoid doing things like that as much as possible. If you see it happening, you can slowly but surely get yourself away from it. But why waste your time on talking about somebody else who really shouldn't even be that important to you if they're not helping you move forward in a positive way? That's how I see it. Now, the second step to protecting your vibe is to let go of things you can't control. A lot of times we want to control every aspect of the things that go on in our lives. But the truth of the matter is there's just going to be certain things that's going to happen that's out of our control, that's out of our hands. And we have to learn to say, okay, even though this is happening and I don't like what's happening, maybe there's a lesson to be learned behind it. And there's always a lesson to be learned behind it. If you look closely and you pay attention, you will figure out what that lesson is. So like I said before, guys, start to learn to let go of the things that's out of your hands, because there's not going to be you cannot control everything that goes on in your life. You can control most of the things, but you can't control every single aspect of your life. So learn to let go. The third way to protect your vibe, the third step to protect your vibe is to avoid comparing yourself to others. And I feel like this one is critical, so I'm going to say it again. Avoid comparing yourself to others. No two people are the same. Yes, even twins may look exactly identical, but there's going to be certain traits about them that's going to be different. Maybe the way they wear their hair, the type of clothes that they like to wear, their favorite color, the things that they like to do. No two people are the same. So stop comparing yourself to someone else and accept yourself 110% for what you bring to the table. Because honestly speaking, there's no one like you either. Just like there's no one like me. So at the end of the day, we have to stop comparing ourselves to other people, because you will never be 110% comfortable in your skin if you can't accept yourself 110%. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Now, the fourth step to protecting your vibe today, guys, is to keep your faith larger than your fears. I know that sometimes we have these fears that take over our mind, but you got to have the faith to know that God has a plan for you. Even if you are not too sure of what the outcome might be, if you ask him for what it is that you want and you're fully you accepting of it, you are ready to receive it, just understand that sometimes there might be bumps in the road, and sometimes things might go wrong, and sometimes relationships that you thought was so perfect really ended up to be like the wrong person for you. But understand that he's preparing you for bigger and better things. So you got to have the faith to know that 3, 4, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, your life is going to be way better than you could have ever imagined. Even if you're going through things right now, you got to see the bigger picture. And a lot of times I feel like when we going through stuff, we feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. But that's not the truth. We're just going through something that's really tough, a tough lesson that we have to learn. And once we get through it, we look back and we say, now I see why I needed that lesson. So like I said before, your faith has to outweigh that fear. And understand that fear is false evidence that's appearing real, but it's not real. It's in your head. It's how you look at things. Now, fifth way the fifth way to protect your vibe today is don't do anything that doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you feel like the outcome is gonna the outcome is gonna be negative in the long run, don't do it. If you feel like it's gonna help you in some type of way, then I say do it. But like I said, don't do anything that doesn't feel right. A lot of times we do things that we know doesn't feel right, but we still do it to please someone else. We do it to make them happy. We do it to sacrifice, to show them that we really love and care for them. But do they feel the same way? Do they appreciate it? Do they even really notice the sacrifice that we made? So, like I said, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't go based off of what someone else says or how they may feel. How does it make you feel? Does it feel right to you? And if it doesn't, then don't do it. Now, the sixth step to protect your vibes is don't be afraid to spend more time alone. And I feel like a lot of times we as humans feel like we always got to be around people, and we fear being alone because sometimes we don't know how to get to know ourselves. Sometimes we just so used to people being around us that we don't take the time to really spend time by ourselves. And sometimes some people feel like they may not be mentally strong enough to be by themselves. But like I said before, don't be afraid to spend more time alone. When I started spending more time alone, it gave me a chance to really see the things that I like, the things that I dislike, what I want for my life 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what I need to start working on, the type of discipline that I need to start putting on myself, in order to make my goals happen, the type of sacrifices I might have to make in the near future to obtain that goal. When you don't spend time by yourself, you will never get to fully know yourself, the things you like and you dislike. So like I said before, don't be afraid to spend time by yourself. Okay, if you're the type of person where you like to talk to people, but this is the reason why you don't spend time alone, maybe this is a chance for you to read a book. Maybe this is a chance for you to sit down and see what it is that you want to do for your future. Maybe this is a chance for you to go to the movies or do something, by yourself for yourself. This is a chance for you to really see the things that you like in life. Take time to just breathe in that fresh air. Take time to just sit in a park and just listen to the sounds, the different sounds that's taking place at that very moment. It gives you time to get to know you. A lot of people out here, they don't know who they are. They pretend to be this way around this person. They pretend to be that way around that person because it makes those people happy. But who are you really? You're actually losing yourself. So take time to get to know you, and don't be afraid to spend a little time by yourself. Sometimes we need that. It's like a medicine. It's something we need. But the seventh step to protect your vibes is speak kindly of yourself and to others. So be nice to people. Even if people are rude and disrespectful and they are out of line sometimes, be kind to people. Because you know what? See, what happens when you're still nice to people that you know for sure don't really deserve it is it shows a lot about your character. It helps you to build better character. And when you decide to move on with your life, they missing you more than anything because they know that you was good to them. Even in times where you should have been, a little bit aggressive and nasty towards them because they pushed you to that point. Still be nice because it shows that you're more mature and you know how to deal with situations. Oh, a friend of mine once told me, when you fly low, I fly high. That's the AKA. So at the end of the day, yes, there's going to be people who's going to push your buttons, disrespect you, play themselves. But at the end of the day, if you stay true to who you are and you still be nice to them no matter what, you're showing them that you're in control of your feelings and how you respond to different situations. So you're being tested. That's how you got to see it. When people are stepping on you, you being tested. Okay, what's the right way to handle this situation, knowing that this person is disrespectful and you obviously don't like them? What's the best way to handle the situation? If I respond this way, how is it going to affect my situation? If I respond that way, how is it going to help me? And that's how you have to start looking at those type of situations. Now, the 8th step to protecting your vibe, guys, is to please yourself before trying to please others. And I feel like this is really important because I was this type of person. I was the type of person where I wanted to please everyone. And in the process of me pleasing everyone else, I wasn't happy. I was not happy. I was miserable. And at the end of the day, what happens is people, honestly, sometimes they don't even appreciate the things that you do. They know that you make this sacrifice. They know that did this to make them happy. But they like, oh, okay, yeah, she did it, and you know what I'm saying? And that's really sad, but it's the honest to God truth. Like, sometimes people will never be happy because they're not happy with themselves. So you have to start pleasing yourself first. Don't do something to please someone else. You do it to please you. And if other people are happy about it and they're happy for you, then cool. And if they not, then oh well. It just goes to show how they really feel about you as a person. This is how I see it. So don't be a people pleaser. Be a you pleaser first. Now, the 9th step on how to protect your vibe is to stay away from people who drain you of your energy. And I know that when we're at work, we're going to be surrounded by people sometimes that try to drain us of our energy. But I'm going to tell you a trick to that. Focus on your job. Focus on what you have to do. Focus on why you're there. Because you can't always avoid people that will try to drain you of your energy. Sometimes we live with people that just when they walk through the door, you just feel like, okay, they're going to try to start something. They're going to look for something to say, something to do, something to try to irritate you. Start to let it roll off your shoulder. Instead of taking the situation so serious, just look at them like they're clowns. You entertainment. Because like I said before, we're not always going to be able to avoid people who try to drain us of our energy. Now, when it comes to friends, if it's certain friends that we know for sure are not like positive, then we could slowly drift away from them. Certain family members we don't live with, if we know that they're negative like that and toxic, then we can slowly drift away from them. But sometimes, like I said, we're at the job and we know that it's certain people who just love to like try to get under our skin and try to drain us of all of our energy. My best advice for that as well is to ignore them. Because if it's interrupting your peace of mind, then you have to ignore them. If you don't, you're gonna fall into that trap every time. So, like I said before, do the best you can to avoid people who drain you of your energy. If you're in a relationship you love this person, but you know that they're toxic and they're negative, it can only get worse. So in cases like that, what do? You slowly but surely fall back. Especially if it's interrupting your peace of mind. Who's more important? Hey, sometimes you have to look at it this way. Now, not the 10th step on how to protect your vibe, guys, is ignore any opinions that don't enhance your life. Ignore any opinions that don't enhance your life. The reason why I feel like it's very important for us to start ignoring opinions and ignoring people that don't push us to become our greatest is because, honestly speaking, guys, if you don't ignore these people and their opinions, it's always going to mess with you. People are always going to have an opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean that what they're saying about you is correct. So at the end of the day, if you know that this person is negative and you know that they're going to come to you with some negative stuff, their opinion doesn't even matter. If it's not helping you in a positive way, then why even pay it any attention? Why give it any power when you don't have to? So like I said, you got to start ignoring people with their negative opinions, because honestly, people who have negative opinions, you have to ask yourself, how do they really feel about themselves, that they feel like they got to go outside themselves and be negative towards everyone else with those opinions? You know, come on. And if you don't have anything nice to say and it's a fact, then don't say anything at all. So like I said, start ignoring these people, especially if you two don't get along and stuff like that. Why are you even allowing them to get that close to have anything to say to you? Hey. But if you like this video, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it. But like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, peace.